Hello, this is Brother Jeff. I'm going to show you how to get custom HTML5 inside of Lectora from either the interaction builder or the template library. Let's go ahead and start out with the interaction builder, and I'll show you how to bring in a custom HTML5 interaction inside of Lectora. So when you come into the interaction editor, you can select whatever interaction you want, but if it has the HTML5 icon, this allows you to download the HTML5 version. So you'll notice I've already created this tab interaction. All I have to do is click on the download button. It'll pull up the different options. I can download as ActionScript 2, ActionScript 3, or HTML5. If I select the HTML5 version, it will actually download a folder for me, and that folder will have an index file, a core folder, and then whatever the name of the game or interaction is. Now, because Lectora itself has the main course runs inside of an index file, you actually want to rename this index file to something different. So I'm just going to go ahead and name this tabs. It doesn't really matter what it's named, but it does have to be something different other than index.html. Otherwise, it will run into some issues when you try to bring this inside of Lectora. So that's the first thing. Then come into the Insert tab, click on the Web window. Select the drop-down box to local web-based content because it's going to be a local file. And this is where you're going to go ahead and find that index, which was previously index.html. And now you're going to find that whatever you named it here just by clicking on the browse icon. But before you do that, you want to make sure that you select where it says include all files and subfolders, because this means whatever HTML file that you're pointing to, it will copy in all of the different folders along with it. So I'm going to click on the browse button. Now I'm going to select the tabs.html file and click open. This little message may pop up. You can just ignore it and then click OK. If you've already tried to bring in some files, you can go ahead and replace them if you're just replacing it. And then you have this web window that you can position and resize. If I come up to position and size, I'm going to go ahead and change this to 720 by 540 because that is the size of all the interactions within the interaction builder, as well as the library. And now if I go ahead and position that, that's how you bring it in basically. Now this is basically an iframe inside of the course. So if you click on the edit button, you'll notice the iframe right here where it says iframe width. It gets the width automatically from the attributes as well as the source, the HTML file. But one bad thing about it is it does add a border automatically for you. So if you don't want that border around the HTML file, then you can just add a simple frame border equals 0 in quotes, and that will make sure that it doesn't have a border around your custom HTML file. Now, because this is running locally, you may not get a preview here, but once you upload it to your server, it'll actually preview inside of your window. And let's go ahead and take a look at that. So here it is, the custom HTML5 interaction brought inside of a Lectora course, and it works just how it works inside of the interaction builder. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the library. Now the library is a little bit different. If you go into the HTML5 games and you download one of the games, inside of the folder it actually does not have an index.html file. Well, that's okay because you can actually create that index.html file yourself. And so if you have Dreamweaver or any other type of text editor, you basically can create this. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this up just so I have it for reference. But I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it inside of a new file. So really we have an HTML tag, a closing HTML tag, a body tag, a closing body tag, and then we have some script. Now the script basically has the the type is set to text in JavaScript, and then we just have one command here that says window.location.replace, and then parentheses, and then inside of quotes we have the location of the HTML file. The HTML file is within the game show folder in this case, and then it's this game.html file that you want to replace the index file with. And so what we need to do in this case is, because this one is not called interaction tabs left, we actually need to replace it with game show. So I'm going to go ahead and select the interaction tabs left, and I'm going to replace that with game show, but I'm going to leave it the same, the HTML file named the same thing. Now I need to save this index file inside of the same location as this game show folder. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new folder inside of here. So inside of this location, I'm just going to create an index.html file. Now, if I pull up this file, it would replace it with the game automatically, which it only previews once you have it on your server there, but it'll replace it automatically. But you can name it whatever you want, just like in the other thing. I'm going to go ahead and name this game show. And now I can bring this inside of Lectora the same way that I brought in the interaction builder game as well. But that's how you get custom HTML5 from either the library or the interaction builder inside of your Lectora courses.